Hey, this is Patrick, and I am the author of Make Yourself Useful, Marketing in the 21st Century. It was my first book, and my second book is called Webify Your Business, Internet Marketing Secrets for the Self-Employed. We're going to spend a couple of minutes here talking about Kim Jong-il from North Korea. Boy, this guy's a weirdo. And I'm affected by the media coverage. I'm sure in his country he's probably seen as a hero of sorts, at least to some. But let's talk about what we can learn from this guy as small business owners and marketers, entrepreneurs. And I would argue that he does a remarkably poor job of marketing himself as any kind of a leader. And the fact that he's not a very tall guy. He always wears these weird clothes. He's got a very meek, kind of weak-looking stature. Basically, he's not an impressive figure to interact with at all. But he does have a couple of things in his corner, and the big one is that the guy is completely unpredictable. Completely unpredictable, and which politically makes him a disaster. The guy's a train wreck. You just wait for the next thing. It's unbelievable. You can't negotiate. Nothing he says means anything. But it keeps people engaged. Right, the media is on top of him because he always does these crazy things, and he has something out of left field. He comes out of left field, and there is something to be said for being a little unpredictable in your business. Now, I'm a big fan of having your message, being decisive about your message, simple messaging, very consistent stuff. But if every now and again you kind of come out with some wacky promotion or some unique stunt that you pull on a Facebook, or for example, Burger King had this Facebook application about a year ago. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. We all have friends on Facebook, and you connect with people, and weeks and months go by, and you're still technically friends on Facebook, but you don't really know that person that well. Well, Burger King put an app together where they gave away free Whoppers if you sacrificed your friends. So you had to sacrifice 10 friends, and if you got rid of them through the app, you tell which ones and it removes them as a friend. You do that to 10 people, you get a free Whopper. You can imagine, the buzz about this whole thing. It was a wacky stunt. Everyone was like, "You got to be kidding me!" And eventually, Facebook shut it down. They're like, "We're not gonna allow this. It's not cool." But not before almost 250,000 friends were sacrificed as a result of the promotion, and all they had to do was build the app, one press release, and they gave away about 20,000 free Whoppers. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. They got an enormous amount of media coverage and impressions with their audience as a result of this stunt. Well, Kim Jong-il also, think about him as a world leader. Here he's the leader of this obscure, reclusive country, North Korea, and of course, George Bush labeled him as the axis of evil, and they're doing a lot of controversial things, so there's reasons why they're in the news. But this guy gets an enormous amount of coverage. I think probably just about everybody in this country knows who Kim Jong-il is. Meanwhile, you look at other major leaders from around the world. Do you know who the Prime Minister of Canada is, or do you know who the, France, Germany, all these different countries? Do you really know who's at the top of those governments? Maybe, but for most people, probably not. Meanwhile, you know Kim Jong-il, and you probably even know what he looks like. So there's something to be said for being a little bit unpredictable, secretive almost. Aside from that quality, I don't think you can learn much from the guy. I seriously think he's a weirdo, and he's a huge risk as far as I'm concerned. It's just a matter of time before something happens with that guy. But you can learn from everybody. And he's included in that. Everyone in the world is better at something than you are. Think about that. Everyone in the world is better at something than you are. Even Kim Jong-il. I do a lot of these profiles, so if you enjoy them, go check out my channel. You can see a whole bunch of them. In the meantime, thanks for watching this one.